Mark, Surrey was in your blood from the minute you emerged from the womb, practically, wasn't it? So what did it mean to be given your county cap?
It was a wonderful occasion. My mother actually was here, one of the very rare times that she watched me play as an adult. Of course, she was here watching me run around on the outfield as a 6 or 7 year old. She was here on the particular day that I was awarded. I can't remember the game. May have been Leicestershire at home or something like that, around about 1996. And knowing, as I did, how sort of special and how rare a county cap is given out to Surrey players, it was a real sort of, if you'll excuse the pun, feather in the cap, and also kind of made you want to push your chest out a little bit more and go on and represent the club to bigger and better things.
Who gave you the cap?
Now you're asking. 96, it probably would have been Alec, I think. Stewie was captain. I have a photograph of it, and I cannot for the life of me be 100% sure, but I think it was Alec.
And did it immediately, I mean, for a lot of players, a county cap means immediately an increase in wages and the benefit, and the benefit becomes a possibility as well. Were you one of those who thought about the material side of it, or was it just the glory of the badge?
Well, I'd be lying if I said that the extra salary didn't come into it at the time. Wages being what they were back in the 90s. I mean, goodness knows, the guys who came before us felt that perhaps even more keenly than we did. As far as the benefit side of it was concerned, that didn't really concern me at all, because I guess, age 24, you think you're going to play forever anyway. So that was something that you'd worry about later.
You went on, of course, to captain the club, and you would have given out county caps. And did you, when you were giving them out, say particular things to the guys you were giving them to? Did you try and sort of instill in the recipients the history that was involved? Yeah,
I think that was the only thing. There were no big speeches about it, but it was just trying to impress upon them that you were one of a very select few. You know, it wasn't caps are not given out at Surrey County Cricket Club like confetti. It's not a question of, play 2 or 3 first-class games in the first team and you get your cap. You have to earn them, and with that is a certain responsibility, I suppose, to yourself and to the club. But in terms of making too big a thing of it, if there's any more that you can add to that, then no.
And where did the cap fit in with all the other honours that you had within the game?
I think it was that was opening the door to the rest of them. To be honest, it was kind of like the first step. That if you were going to make it in the game, one of the most difficult things to earn is a county cap for Surrey. And so if you were thought well enough to earn that, then what was next? What could you do after that?
So you got yours in '96, and by now your dad has left Surrey. So did you call him straight away and say, "Guess what I've got that you've got"?
No, I don't think we had any sort of conversation around that. Although I think in my heart of hearts, I thought, well, that's great. So I followed in my dad's footsteps in another way. Maybe there's another one on the horizon too.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark.